came over here to feed everybody this morning and couldn't find Madea. Gilberta was laying in her shelter with her babies. The other 4 pigs were in the other pasture asleep, but Madea was nowhere to be found. So it took me about 10 minutes, but I finally found her. She's back here in the woods, and she is building a nest. And so that means she's probably gonna farrow in the next 24 hours. So I want to videotape her gathering material, and it's real thick back here, so I'm sorry about all the trees in the way, but I wanted to videotape her as much as I could gathering material. She's been doing this for, I estimate, about 30 to 45 minutes. She'll arrange all those saplings and branches and straw, and she'll get it just like she wants it before she decides to get in the nest and have her babies. You're doing a fine job. Yeah, you're doing a good job. I'll get out of your way. Suffice it to say, there's not a sapling or a small tree or a batch of straw within 100 feet of here that's safe. She'll continue to gather material until she gets her nest built like she wants it, and that's when she'll decide to lay down and have her pigs. Now, when I was younger, I always heard stories about sows when they were getting ready to farrow out in pasture or out in the woods, that they were mean as all get out, and they wouldn't let you anywhere near them. And I've seen sows in my own life, or during my life, I should say, that were mean and wouldn't let you near them. But my 2 girls are pretty docile. Now, I don't think they'll let my wife, and maybe not even my boys out here, but they don't have a problem with me because I normally will help them. An example of that was when I walked the fence line this morning and found her. She had a mouthful of saplings and branches and straw and whatnot, and she looked at me, walked right up to my feet and dropped it at my feet and kind of snorted at me and kind of looked down at it like, "Are you gonna get this?" So I ended up picking it up and bringing it about 50 feet down the fence line until she showed me where her nest was, and I put it in her nest, and then she got in there and arranged it like she wanted it before she went and got more stuff. So this routine's been going on for about 30 minutes as far as I estimate, maybe 45 minutes. And she'll continue to gather material until she gets it like she wants it. Last year when she farrowed, she built a nest that she hid under. It was big enough that she burrowed her way into it, and all I saw was the tip of her nose sticking out and the tip of her tail. Now you can't really get a perspective on this video, but she is about 7.5 feet long. She is a big girl. I hope she won't build a nest as big as she did last year. I ended up having to basically roll her nest back and peel it off of her because it was so big that I was scared she'd smother her babies. But she didn't. She did really well last year. I'm sorry, I'll get out of your way. Excuse me. Excuse me. As you can see, I went ahead and brought her some feed, and I've got her some water. So she's good to go. She'll be good for today. She'll just keep building this nest until she gets it arranged and feels comfortable in it, and then she'll lay down and she'll farrow sometime today probably. Oh, need a snack. She found one better. That's one I tore down earlier. And I gave it to her earlier, but she didn't want it then. Now she wants it. I'm sorry about all the interference with this video, but it's so thick back here in these woods. There's only a few places I can stand and the view be anyway close to clear. Get it like you want it now. Here's one she dropped. Let me see if I can give it to her, if she'll take it. Madea, here. You want this one? Nope, don't want that one. Get right on walking. That's what she does to me about half the time. She's like, yeah, that looks good to you, but it's not good to me, so I'm just gonna keep walking. And she'll come back and get it later when she wants it. I know. All right, we'll watch her make one more trip. She is focused this morning. That's the nice thing about having them out here in the woods. They can be completely natural. There's no pen to confine them. They can gather from all this material and build them a nest, and that's the way pigs have had their babies for thousands of years. So I try to let it be as natural as I can. Now granted, pigs normally don't get breakfast in bed, but mine do because they're spoiled, and that's okay. She got a big one now. Let's see if she can get it up. You get it?
Yep, I got it.
What do you got here? You gonna run me over? That's a big one. All right, we'll check back on her later. More later.